what's called a Teamster Sandwich, whatever that may be and consist of, but I can see that there's brie and some steak. What kind of steak is that?
It's sirloin, and there's a duck fat as well.
Oh, some duck fat. And some fabulous Himalayan salt and black pepper. And the brie, which I love. All right. So, as I mentioned in the last video, we made duck there a few days ago. And we put a bowl underneath the duck when we were cooking it in the oven to allow for the fat to drip into it. So we collected all the fat drippings from the duck. And well, I say we, I mean Chef Sully here. And basically let it cool, and then when it was cool, put it into the fridge. So we did use a bit of it in the last video, which was the video for making eggs Benedict from scratch. But I promise you, the eggs Benedict from scratch tasted a whole amazing billion times better than it looked. But he did it before and it turned out amazing. This time it didn't turn out so well, but the taste was just phenomenal.
The sauce split, that was it. The sauce split, other than that it was fine, but the sauce splitting is only for presentability. It makes it taste a little bit more buttery, which actually can be a good thing, but it's much nicer. Well, it's not much nicer, it's much more kind of, the texture is much nicer when it doesn't split. That's why you have to be careful. If you saw what I was doing, you don't you pour in the butter as slow as possible. If you're really patient with it, it's a really difficult thing.
That's right, and that's in the last episode if you want to go back and check that out. Eggs Benedict from scratch. So anyway, we do have a little bit of the duck fat left over from previous times. So it's cooking, or just melting there rather. And then there's peppers that we're roasting in the oven as well. They smell fantastic. Roasted peppers are just something else, telling you. Brie, cheese and steak, roasted peppers and duck fat. Can we go wrong here? I don't think so. Ooh, a bit of bread.
Jesus, it's fucking huge.
That's what she said.
I was thinking of saying it, and I was like, no, I won't. I'm happy you did. So
Gonna move this. This is not very aesthetic.
Yeah, I saw that the last time. I think one each would be enough. Like half one.
Yeah. I'm not starving right now.
I'm not either, so it would be grand. Keep that one for tomorrow.
Yeah.
Or I can always just throw it on later.
Yeah. We have to do a video of you making your special sauce as well, because this is special homemade sauce. It's spicy, it's delicious. It really, really is an amazing additive condiment, whatever you want to call it,
really
to foods.
There's no added sugar, and it kind of works out around like the same price, but you get like much more for the same price. You get more volume.
Yeah, when it comes to condiments,
you get the Ballymaloo one for like €4, and it's like a quarter of that size.
There's always a lot of preservatives and things like that in it, so I try to avoid them. I never use mayonnaise anymore. I never really use ketchup anymore. The odd time is a little bit of a tweet, but not so much with this sauce. I'll do a video where he's making this sauce again sometime, or just full stop.
Okay, steak.
Okay, the steak.
If anyone doesn't know how to cook steak, searing hot pan.
I'm going to put on the little extractor fan here too.
It's going to make a lot of noise with that.
Oh, it's alright.
Very aesthetic. I'm going to wait and fry the steak. I'm cutting up into 1 pieces. Searing all 4 sides.
How long do you cook the steak for?
I made a mistake there of actually flipping it over. I do kind of normally give it about 2 minutes on each side, and then at a lower heat. What I'm going to do here is cut it up into 1-inch cubes. or not cubes, like strips, and sear all 4 sides of it, so it's all seared. That's how they make Wagyu in Japan.
So 2 minutes on each side normally.
Yeah.
But he made a mistake by turning it over.
That's not a big mistake.
Oopsie.
We'll taste that. They can cut the recording for a second.
Well, after saying that, I'm definitely not doing it. Okay.
See, this is much hotter than I thought it would be. Here, not in one of these parts. Here, you might as well fucking finish it. This is Wagyu frying, if you want to call it.
Apparently this is Wagyu frying. It's a sirloin steak, but it's fried like Wagyu. 2 minutes either side.
It's going to leave it hot there for a while. Cooked later. So against the grain. Jeez, that's nearly cooked already. Okay.
Ooh, it looks pretty
Pretty good, right?
tender. Love me tender. Do-do-do. Want to eat this steak.
Look.
That's not very good.
Is there butter there? You grab me some butter.
Sure thing, Chef Sully. Ding!
I'm gonna leave these parts for later.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so just back in. This side down.
Haha.
Mistake.
The chef burnt himself. Looks like heaven on a plate or in a pan. Oh, now we're talking.
Not the healthiest thing to add, but it just sounds like getting really right. normally I'd hate anyone who does that, but it just makes this process.
I'm so anti microwaves, but
Makes the process.
it's one of the once a year probably use it. And it makes the process a lot faster, as Chef Solly was saying.
Yeah, it does. Using going incredibly long ways, one of the nicest things ever. It's just a long process. Get a close-up shot of this if you want.
I will. And what's in that sauce?
Jalapenos, garlic, white wine vinegar, sweet peppers, baby plum tomatoes, and ancho chilies.
Sounds absolutely epic.
It's so good. It goes with everything.
It does. I've tried it.
It's amazing. Ow, 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 ow.
And this is caramelized onion gravy, which is like apparently for dipping. Thought it was going to be drizzled all over the bread, but we can dip the bread into it, which kind of sounds fairly appealing to me.
Steak is ready. This one is so good.
Okay, I'm actually back in my sweats again, except for I'm wearing pajamas. So let's taste this bad boy. Now, this is what we have here. Looks delicious. I'm waiting on a dining table to arrive. It's not going to arrive here until the end of June. So right now we're eating on the couch. Let's bite.
It's so good.
The meat is so tender.
Yeah, frying it like that. Some people might complain it's a bit overdone. I mean, if you're making a sandwich, it has to be like medium well with all the fat cut off. If you're having a ribeye, then fair enough, like medium rare or whatever, but not for a sandwich. I would completely disagree.
The meat is so tender. I've got it all over my face already. It's so good. Honestly, that is the softest, most tender meat I have actually come across in a sandwich in a very long time. Uber amazing.
The relish goes well with it as well, I think.
The relish goes amazing with it.
Yeah.
The peppers go amazing with it. Or brie.
It's amazing.
Gives it a richness.
Yeah.
The brie makes it very rich and a little bit more heavy. But delicious.
The gravy is actually amazing.
Now the gravy is out of a packet.
It's so good.
A lot of packets usually are because they're full of sugar.
Sure.
But they are, it's caramelized red onion. Okay, I'm gonna dive into this. I'm
I
promising.
don't want you to see this.
It is so good. Check below for the ingredients and the recipe. And also hit like, subscribe, and the bell for more tasty foods on Food Baby. Enjoy.